Hey guys, welcome to my first of many video blogs. This month's been really busy for me. I'm actually at my school right now, Cal State University, San Marcos. I just got back from Tampa a couple days ago. Now I'm off to Ecuador tomorrow, and I'm also on finals week. So I found a little bit of free time in between classes, and here I am making my first video blog. Alright guys, so this one is called Feeding for Fuel. It's all about nutrition. What I've learned over the past 10, 12 years of trial and error and just of research. So the reason I call it feeding for fuel is because you're not feeding to satisfy hunger. You're feeding to fuel your body. Think of it like your body is a car and you're putting gasoline in it. That gasoline is food, which becomes energy. So real quick, I'm going to go over the main things we're going to cover in this blog. I'm going to go over how much to eat, when to eat, what to eat, cheat meals, water, and I'll give you some helpful hints. So, starting off on how much to eat. Well, first thing you need to do is you need to determine your goals. Are you trying to gain weight? Are you trying to lose weight? Are you trying to maintain the same weight? You know, do you want to lose body fat and put on lean muscle, but maintain around the same size that you are? You always have to have a goal. You have to have something to drive towards, or else where are you going? So the first thing you need to do is you need to find your resting calorie burn. You need to find out how many calories you want to eat throughout the day. The first thing you need to find is how many calories your body burns when you are just resting, when you are non-active. To do so, you just take your body weight and you multiply that by 11. So, for example, say, doesn't matter, boy or girl, whatever, say you weigh 150 pounds. You multiply that by 11, and that gives you 1,650. So that number right there is how many calories your body is going to burn throughout a day if you're just resting. But we're always moving, right? Unless you are in a coma, this is what you need to eat. This is how many calories. So to find the calorie amount that your body needs, it's different for everybody. You need to first find your resting calorie burn, then you need to find your metabolic rate. And to do so, basically you break it down into 3 categories. You have your fast metabolism, slow metabolism, and medium metabolism. Here I have a diagram for you to show you the 3 main body types. So I hope you guys can see this. Okay, so basically, your fast metabolism is an ectomorph. This is someone like my roommate Brandon Short. He is naturally slim. He has a fast metabolism, meaning that his body is constantly burning calories. He can eat 5 cheeseburgers a day and probably won't gain weight. But with that, he has trouble building muscle because his body's going to burn away muscle. On the polar opposite, you have your endomorphs. This is someone right here, this big build guy. This guy, he looks at a cheeseburger and he gains 20 pounds. You know, these are naturally fat people, if you want to call them that. And now in the middle, you have your mesomorphs. They're basically the in-between. This is what I am. I have a pretty easy time putting on and losing muscle and fat. If I was to party one weekend and not hit the gym, it's probably going to show. I can get in that gym the next week, work hard, and burn it all off. So now that you know your 3 body types, your fast metabolism, slow metabolism, and medium metabolism, you then have a number for each one of those states. So to find how many calories your body is going to burn in judging by your metabolic rate, you're going to need your age and the rate you're at. So here's a graph I drew up for you guys. So it goes in increments of 5. If you are in your 20s and you have a medium metabolism, the number is 0.45. Say you're in your 30s, there's the graph, and in your 40s, here's the graph for you. If you're under 20, just go off of the 20 number. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your resting metabolic burn, fat burn, or calorie burn, sorry. So say that you were 150 pounds and you are in your 20s and you have a slow metabolism, right? So you would go 150 times 11 equals 1,650. You would multiply that number by 0.440, and it gives you 660. That's how many calories your body is burning when active. So now you're going to combine your active calorie burning number to your resting. So 660 plus 1,650, and it gives you 2,310. So here we have a person that is in their 20s with a slow metabolism, weighing 150 pounds. His calorie number is 2,310. That's how many calories this person needs to eat in order to maintain, not to gain weight or to lose weight, but just to maintain where he's at right now. That's how many calories a day he needs to indulge. Now, you have a goal. Are you trying to gain weight? Are you trying to lose weight? Are you trying to maintain? If you want to gain or lose, you want to mess with this number by 500. So if this person wanted to start putting on weight, he would add 500 to this number. If he wanted to lose, he would subtract 500 from this number. You don't want to add too much because you'll start building too much fat. And you don't want to take away too much because you're going to be drained and not have enough energy. So you go by 500, stick with that for about 3 or 4 weeks, see how you feel, and then you can start increasing it, judging by how you feel and how your body feels. So now you know how much to eat. You know your calorie number, right? Now you take it to the next step. And this is when to eat. Timing is huge. Timing is everything. You need to divide this number by how many times you're going to eat throughout the day. And be realistic with yourself. If you're only going to eat 4 meals a day, divide that number, that 2,310 by 4, and break that into 4 meals. If you're going to do 5, 6, 7 meals, however many meals you're going to do, you divide it by that many. I do 6 to 7 a day, and I plan it out beforehand, and I have it all laid out the night before. But if you're only going to do 3 meals, do that. But the more meals you eat throughout the day, the faster your metabolism is, and the more fat your body's going to burn. So you want to start this off from right when you wake up. The second you get out of bed, you need to have that first meal. And then you're going to have your next meal 2 to 3 hours later, and your next meal 2 to 3 hours later, all judging by how many meals you're going to have throughout that day. And the most important thing about this is the timing to end your last meal, which would be dinner, 4 to 5 hours before bed. So you have to plan this out. If you're going to go to bed at midnight, your last meal needs to be 7, 8 o'clock. Nothing in your stomach 4 to 5 hours before bed, or else that food is just turning straight to fat. All right, now you have the timing down, and you have how much food to eat. Now, what do you eat? This also depends on your goals, and people's bodies work differently. Going from 3 major food types, your carbohydrates, your proteins, and your carbs. Your carbohydrates, your fats, and your proteins. These are the 3 things that I count every day and that I really look at. Besides that, I don't look at anything else. you want to go on a 3-2-1 scale. Now, most people say you want to do carbohydrates 3, then your proteins as 2, and your fats as 1. You know, I do it differently. I do a 3-2-1 of proteins, then fats, then carbs. I eat more fats than I do carbohydrates. And when you do this, your body goes into a state that's called ketosis. When your body is carb depleted, it's going to use fats as energy. And it's going to eat up body fats and food fats, and you don't really need carbohydrates for energy. Like, it's been proven. People ask me, well, how do you get energy when you don't really eat carbs? Well, my body uses proteins and fats as energy. Your body will find whatever food you put in to use as energy. I've had more energy since I've been eating like this than in my entire life. So, don't worry about that. That is not a factor. Really, you want to do this 3-2-1 scale depending on what your goals are. If you're trying to put on size, you probably want to eat more carbohydrates. That would be your 3. If you train a lot for endurance sports, or you're doing a triathlon or something, you probably want more carbohydrates. If you're trying to lean down like me, 3-2-1 of proteins, fats, carbs. That's the best way to go. Try a different scale and see what works for you. All right, now going into water. Everybody knows water is great for you. You need it to survive. Your body is 70-80% water. But just like everything in life, too much could be bad. If you drink too much water, it's bad for you. You could start flushing out the nutrients in your body. All the vitamins and minerals and everything just pissing away. So how much water do you want? Well, I drink 1.5 gallons a day. That's kind of a lot, but I also take creatine supplements, and I also am very active, so I need a lot of water in my body. The maximum amount you would want would be 2 gallons. Once you start going over 2 gallons, that's when you're having too much. But you can go anywhere from 1 gallon to 1.5 gallons of water is plenty. For people who are smaller or women, probably not going to drink 1 gallon a day, but close to that range is great for you. And water not only is hydrating you throughout the day, but you're flushing out toxins in your body. You're also hydrating your skin. Your skin is, the external and internal, is all being hydrated. And when people aren't getting enough water, your body thinks that it's dehydrated when you're not drinking enough water, and it stores all the waters in your body and it holds on to it, and you actually become bloated. So the more water you drink, the less bloated you are, because you're flushing out liquids. That makes sense to you guys. All right, now going into the next thing is cheat meals. So for the longest time, I believe that cheat meals were just crap. I thought that it was a way for people to keep their sanity when they're eating super clean, to give yourself a treat once a week, like, oh, I've been so good, I need this one cheat meal so that I don't splurge and go nuts. I never did cheat meals. Thought it was stupid. It's for the week. I'm going to eat super clean. I'm going to work out really hard. I don't need to put junk in my body. Well, through research, I've found out that there's actually a science to this madness. A cheat meal isn't just giving you that satisfaction that you need. Okay? Well, see, your body's smarter than you think. And you have to trick your body. When you're eating the same things over and over and over, like for example, I'm eating a lot of proteins and vegetables and healthy fats. Well, my body knows what's coming in all the time. And your body is going to start slowing down the metabolism because it wants to use everything. How do you say this? It basically, it wants to get the most efficiency for everything you're putting in your body. So it's going to start slowing down the burning process of these foods. And it's going to be as